Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black with the macro vid coming into the last month of the quarter. And if we go to SPY, you can see this yearly, still have brutality, still bright red. And if we go to the quarter here, still a 2 down on the quarter and coming back through this range, right? And nowhere near taking that out to the upside. Obviously, we're going to use the monthly, weekly, daily 60s too, but from a macro basis, still in all sorts of trouble. If we go to QQQ, Q's, quarter to the downside too. And if you go to the yearly, flirting with this, it's popped back up. So remember, 2-2 reversal to the downside on the year is at 297.45. We're back above that, nowhere near taking this green, but we want to know about that level. If we re-break that, that's a 2-2 reversal on the year. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, still blood red on the year, 2 up and potential 3, but back into this range. If we go to the quarter, 2 down, right? And so, but getting back in the middle of the range, it's one of the problems with that is, we've got a month left and there's 4 months of how we're going to take out these highs or lows, right? Just like the monthlies right now are all blood dead inside. We want to know about that. Small cappers, 2 down on the quarter. And on the year, still 2-2 reversal, and that's a 3-2-2. So we still want to know about these small caps below 190.94. And if we're going to go down and take out them those pandemic lows, that's what it would look like. So it's still there, so we will be careful on them small cappers. If we go to TLT, rough year for the bonds too. And if we go to, that's a 2 down, we go to quarterly. Here, decimated. The 3-2-2 still getting pounded, looking to take this stuff out. So still having some problems over there. If we go to trannies, transports are still on the quarter and inside. Let's see, 281.45, 243.61. No, not quite inside, but it's a 2 down on the quarter and the yearly. Still nice and red, albeit inside, right? So we'll see if that breaks. If we go to XLU, XLU doing a little better here on the year, green on the year. If we go to the quarter, here, Doji doing nothing, right? So next quarter, how do we take this out is what we'd want to know about. There's a lot of summertime stuff coming in where it's, we're nowhere near taking out some significant highs or lows. But if you go to the FAS quarter, that's a 3-2 down below here. 93, and you're below that. If you go to the year, red, slight up, potential outside year here for the FAS. It's got some distance on that, but you're nowhere near changing that as well. If we go to XLE, we know that's our hero. There we go. 2-1-2 year, and we know about that. And the quarter here, once again, up again. So we've known about that. No IH to a lesser extent, so it'd be nice to see if we can get these things going. It's a 2 up on the quarter, and the yearly here is a 2-1-2, just not picking up the steam as yet. And we always like to look at all this kind of stuff where it's been a lot higher, so your slobs, your Halliburtons, all that kind of stuff, to see if they continue all that kind of stuff up. Gold. And gold tried to go inside year to the upside, but then comes back into the range. It's still green on the year, but potential 1-bar rev strat if they want to bring gold in. So if we go to the quarter, see this, still an inside quarter, but red. So that could be interesting coming into the next quarter, depending on what they happen, because you can take this out, all these guys, then you'd have that rev strat year, but we'll see. If we go to SMH, 2 down on the quarter, but back into that range. If we go to the year, here, tries to take that out down in here, and blood red on the year. So, we got some monthly stuff that might try and pick that up, but for the most part, having some problems there. So, if we go to like VNQ and the REITs, Still inside year, but blood red. If you go to XLP, stuff that we're looking at, XLP, try to take that out, but now red on the year and on the quarter. Outside quarter, 3. So they were trying to defend themselves up in here, saying, all right, we're going to use some defensive names. But then they come down and take it out. So we got a 3. That can't change. It's going to be a 3 coming into the next quarter, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, sometimes this gets a little repetitive. That's okay. Inside year and up and Oxy. Inside year and up. Oop. Exxon Mobil. Inside year and up, Coke. So the XLP starts to recover. It's going into exhaustion risk as it hit new highs, but that's still good. If we go to Schlumberger, also inside year and up, that hopefully can get that OIH going. Kinder Morgan, more energy, and still Mother Bar. You can see you can stuck in all this, but so long as it's above this, I want to know about it. 1929. You're slightly above that. Chevron. Boom, there you go, 212, SU, energy, 212, and you can see all this huge range in here. So we can still take all this kind of stuff out, I mean, you can see how high it was here, and, at least right now, you got oil futures over 120, so why not? WTI, inside year to the upside, and this thing's been a lot higher too, so as long as that's above this, 514, there you go, 786. We got some nice percentage gains. You got APA here, 212 on the year. You got Valero here, and that's just going into exhaustion risk by taking out these highs, but nowhere near turning that thing around. Next, ooh, there you go, there you go. NOV, and NOV, once again, part of that OIH group that's slightly taken it out, but really hasn't picked up a lot of steam. So hopefully we get some of this, more of this OIH stuff to really start going, just like everything else has gone. PSX and the refiners over 94.34, still within this range. So we'd like to see if we can take that up back into the highs. If we go to Dominion and Utes, Dominion just slightly inside year to the upside. If we go to OKE here, just slightly taking that out. Still Mother Bar issues to try and take that out, but keeping an eye on this over 66.78. You're just barely over that, but obviously plenty of year left. If you go to CVI refiner, there you go, 212 over 27.02, trading 39.34, not bad. What else do we got here? We got LMT. And that just goes into exhaustion risk, the inside year, and then boom, to the highs. If we go to, let's go to the quarterlies, what we got here in the quarterlies, for the inside quarter and up. Pardon my searching. Okay, let's get to those quarterlies, inside quarter and up. Merck, boom, hits magnitude by taking this out. Right, but here's your inside quarter over 83.38. So you just hit magnitude by going into slight higher highs, but that signal's still good. If we go to plan, just barely taking out this inside quarter, and you got some more stuff up in here. PLAN, above 65.25, just barely above that, but that's still there. Not too much on the inside quarters, but we can go to LPI and the energy. There we go, taking that quarter up, and you can see how much higher this thing's been, right? That's we always like that. ALKS in the bio, slightly inside and up on the quarter above 28.35. Okay, so inside and down on the years, Intel here. Below 47.87, well below that. We also knew that we were waiting for a lot of these pandemic names to go inside year, and for a year you heard me say, well, see you in 2022. Well, here we are, CCL, inside year to the downside, below 16.32. Real nice there. If we go to Citicorp, Not getting killed, but man, you can see after, oh boy, this is a nice one. But anyway, inside year to the downside, Citicorp below 57.40. You're there handily right now. If we go to Boeing, inside year to the downside here, below 185.26. Go to the Walmart, outside year. And so we want to see if they can stay below this. 126.28 inside, outside. 1.3 rev strat year, below 126.28. It's still there right now. Go to ZM. ZM still handily inside year to the downside, below 174.66. Baxter. 1 bar rev strat 3 on the year below this. 73.12, just slightly below that. VFC Corp. Inside year to the downside, below 65.34 down to 50. Ball. 212 reversal year, below 77.95. You're there. Clorox. Inside year to the downside, below 156.23. Wynn Resorts. Inside year to the downside, more pandemic names, 76.03. VNO in the REITs. 212 downside, 35.02. Overstock. Oop. Inside year to the downside, below 46.75. Inside quarter to the downside, NVIDIA, below 206.50. Real nice on that. Cisco, 312 reversal here on the quarter, below 52.70. Medtronics. 1 bar rev strat quarter below 100.07. PLD 1 bar rev strat here below 137.90. ICE. 212 reversal is at 312. I see that low. 312 reversal on the quarter. ICE. Boom. Down she goes. Lows. Inside quarter to the downside, below 201.99. Sienna. Inside quarter 212 reversal below 53.29. KNX got hit, now trying to rally back, but it is still inside quarter to the downside below 50.09. Splunk. 1 bar rev strat 313 Motor City Madhouse. 313 to the downside. You want to stay below these guys. Actually, you want to stay below this 3. 105.45. So it's popping up a little bit. We'll see if that weakens. ANET. The 312 below 108.23. Polaris. Inside quarter to the downside, below 102.33. Live Nation. 212 reversal below 98.01. I don't think we'll leave it at that. VRTX on the year. Hammer counter shooter. 222. Still good above 242.99. Potential outside years. 2 up, coming down. Apple. MU, almost a 3 on the year. CSX, potential, if the trannies get hit, potential 3 on the year. Qualcomm. Here, almost 3 on the year. Keep an eye on that. Morgan Stanley. Got some distance on that, but failed 2 going 3. AMAT. Got some distance on that, but still potential 3. TMUS on the upside. Potential 2 goes 3. EA. Coming back up, potential 2 goes 3 on the year. NFE. Coming up, got some distance, potential 2 goes 3. Hormel. Potential 2 goes 3, and that'd be RevStrat 2. Google. Potential 2 goes 3. So they want to hit more of those guys. NTAP. Potential 2 goes 3. OMC. Potential 2 goes 3. PNC Bank. Potential 2 goes 3. BMRN. Potential 2 goes 3, 1 bar RevStrat. Year. CME. With the ICE. Potential 2 goes 3 down here. CME also a shooter. 2 quarter down. Cheese Ketchup KHC, potential 3 on the quarter. CLF the same, potential 3-3. Pepsi, slight higher high, but potential 3-3. Obviously, we can watch that with XLP. Kroger, potential 2 goes 3. Newmont, you can watch that with the gold. Here, potential 2 goes 3, and you can see the broadening formation on a quarterly basis, the higher high and the lower low. It'd be nice to come all the way down to puke and watch that with gold. BX. Already hit down there and came back up, so I'm not sure about that one. DLO. And that already hit and came back. Martian McLennan. Almost 3 on the quarter. ZBH. Potential 3 on the quarter. Two up on the year, SWN, and we know there's going to be a ton of energies doing that outside of the inside and uppers that we already know about. We go to Devon. There you go. And you can see how it jumped the gun last year. Boom, 2-2 reversal last year, and still going with the energies. So we know we got our theme there in the energies, and I don't think I have to reiterate that too much. MRO, all these things going up there. And Valero. It's good to be reminded. There you go. Oof. Ho, 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 ho. Inside year and upper. So we don't have to waste too much time because we know it's energy. And 2 down in the year. Roblox, we know that. We know Facebook. We know Amazon. We know Netflix. Right? All 2 down on the year. Handily. Snow. Here. It was actually a 2 down, but it's a continuation of the 2 down from last year. You got U. Here. 2 up, 2 down. eBay. 2 up, 2 down, reversal year. Disney. The 3-2-2, and that could get a little hairy if we take her down into there. Roku. 2 up, 2 down year. Nike. There we go. 2-2 reversal year. GE. I thought they were going to split into 3 pieces of crap, but we'll see. Careful of this. 83.20, you're there. Amazon, we know. They're bag and bag. Ooh, ow, 2-2 reversal on the year. W day. That's a 3-2-2 to the downside. Yearly. Dish. Shooter counters hammer. Year down. Ross Stores. 3-2-2 reversal year to the downside. TWLO. 3-2-2 reversal to the downside yearly. Penn Gaming. 3-2-2 year to the downside. Docu. 2-2 year to the downside. Zilla. 3-2-2 year to the downside. Zscaler. 2-2 down here. Below 157.03. You're just barely there, but you are there. Best Buy. 3-2-2 year to the downside. Rob, you're scaring me. I should be. Caesars. 3-2-2 year to the downside. EXAS. 3-2-2 year to the downside. Sun Power. 2-2 year to the downside. Match.com. 2-2 year to the downside. Triple M. In the Dow. Shooter counters hammer year to the downside. ISRG. Just taking out that 2-2 year. 3-2-2. Below 227.44. You're right there. Taking it out. Phillips Van Peeuwen. PVH. 2-2 year to the downside here. Below that. 78.76. Foot Locker. Shooter counters hammer year to the downside. Below 38.90. Stanley Black & Decker. 3-2-2 to the downside year. Wynn Resorts. Well, that was inside, so that's... We know that. Clorox, we know. Team. 2-2 reversal to the downside. Below 198.80, you're there. Vive. Shooter reversal. Below 235.74. WIX. Boom. 2-2 reversal here. The 3-2-2, and it takes care of business by taking out the 3, you see? Wolf. 3-2-2 year down. Just sitting right there at 75.06, just a little bit below that. Corvo. 2-2 reversal year. Below 142.17. Trade 109.06. Spotted die. Oof. hits magnitude by taking all these guys out. Thanks for playing. Autodesk. 2-2 reversal year to the downside. T. Rowe Price. 2-2 reversal, 3-2-2. So you can see a lot of these 3-2-2s can get things really hairy. But I think I'll leave it at that. And we're 25 minutes in. You got a pretty good idea. And then we come into a new quarter and we're going to see how things set up. As you can see, a lot of these things are still hanging near the lows of the quarter and having some problems with the year. And we always want to be aware of this macro stuff because, yes, we watch the monthly, weekly, daily 60, but all this stuff is the bigger picture, right? So we can have corrections and we can have corrective activity or what have you. But we always want to be aware of this stuff because when it really sets up and they all set up back to in these directions, things can really move. So we have the energies up. We know that. Everything else really suspect. So we'll stay on that. So that's going to be the macro vid coming into exhaustion, which is the last month of the quarter, and then we'll get into a new quarter. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. Black with the macro vid.